Are we beginning or no?
Whenever you're ready.
Well, can I put on some music or no?
Yeah.
This is about the Paris massacres. You know, you have the dead people falling, babies bleeding and shit, with all the streets going through. Well, this is a dedication to David Bowie after he passed. It's called The Space Odyssey. This is part of a triptych. It's all about police brutality, crucifixion. My friend Anthony died, so it's about ghosts. And it's actually very mean. It's about somebody committing suicide. I mean, this is just about chaos, but with love.
Where's the one about rainbows and puppies?
There aren't any. I like drawing fucked up shit. Life is not a happy place at times, so I just let people figure it out, whatever the hell they want it to be. That's really it. When you look at a canvas and you start it, it's blank. But then once you put paint on it, it starts becoming something. And then once you sit back and look at it, you can be like, how else can this go? How are you gonna intrigue somebody to look at this and wanna look at it or wanna hang it, whatever? That's the whole thing. They don't have to get the message. Messages are bullshit. I never go in with a painting with a specific idea. Listening to, I don't know, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, whatever. And I hear these noises in the background. I don't pay attention to it when I'm doing it, but it's subliminal. It's a response to what's going on in the world. I got it probably about 230 pieces. You know, I just started nonstop, and every single time I got off work, all I wanted to do was just come home, draw or paint, and that was it. It didn't mean anything to me. Wasn't supposed to turn out to anything. You know, being an alcoholic, it was an escape for me to sit down and be on a canvas and just paint, regardless of what it was. And then I started showing them to people, and people wanted to buy them. So I was like, what? You wanna? It's my scribble.
It's you.
I assume this is a figure.
Yes, it is.
And what is this person doing?
This person is part of the mental brain of the unturned heart.
Sometimes we can intellectually just simply make a big mistake.
Yeah.
And sometimes that big mistake is wanting to see the bullet that comes through your brain, you know? And the truth of it is, the time on task with that bullet is so absolutely minuscule that you're talking about 1 part per billion,
Yeah.
1 part per million, 1 millionth of a second. You may get a chance to glimpse something, but in relation to suicide, are you trading 1 millionth of a second for a lifetime?
Yes.
You know?
Well, put it on paper instead of doing it.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's where it belongs.
Yeah.
You know, I think the dialogue belongs in the museum. The dialogue belongs on the wall. The dialogue belongs in what you would call between the audience.
Yeah.
But I personally view it as personal. Some people don't, you know, and I've heard you say before that you didn't necessarily view it as personal, although your art is about as personal as it gets.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of stuff in here. to deal with in terms of our social structure, in terms of where we are right now in this place at this time and in this universe. We live in a pretty explosive, chaotic period right now. And I think that is represented here. I think it's something that as a society we can't ignore. I like the psychological approach here, and that is you pull both triggers. Just pull both triggers. Go all out. I love these works of art.
If you asked me 2 years ago that I'd be an artist, I'd be like, laugh my ass off. I started doing scribbles, and that's where it's turned into. I have no method, no technique. It's just whatever the paint and scraper, back scratcher, putty thing guides me. That's it. It's extremely therapeutic. Regardless if I'm drunk or not. Sometimes I think the ones that I've done drunk look worse than I was clean. I'm a very happy person, very satisfied in my life. I'm blown away with what's going on. But that is also chaos as well, because it's something I never expected. I never expected doing any of this, ever in my life, never. I mean, I drew on marker boards when I was 5. And it's pretty much the same thing, but people like it now.